welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be about dehydrating oranges. I'm making some Christmas gifts, and so I needed to get it started and get them finished, and so I thought I would do my oranges first, and I will show you what I'm going to do with them after they're dehydrated. So I'm going to try using my mandolin. I have it's called a Dehydrating mandolin, and it's got a little crank, it's got a little knob you turn to make your blade go up or down. So I'm going to have to play with it here to see, and then it comes with your holder that you stick your fruit or vegetable or whatever you're going to slice in this little thing if you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off a piece of this orange. Let me get you around here so you can see what I'm doing, just to get it started. And we're gonna try it in the holder and see how it does. If not, I'll just cut it by hand, because I want these to be about a 1/4 inch thick. So let's see, I think I need to put this down just a little bit more. There. Okay, let's do it. Let's do a test one. Nope, that didn't work. Hold on a minute. It might be a little too soft. Yeah. Well, scratch that idea. I'm going to just use a knife. You don't know until you try. Okay, so we're going to cut it about a 1/4 inch thick, because I want these to be, you know, substantial. So, and we're just going to put them on the trays. And these oranges don't look like they have very many seeds in them. Pretty. And what I'm going to do is, once I get these all dried out, I'm going to dip them in some white chocolate. And they are delicious once they're dehydrated. Okay, and this end one. Okay, some of the ends I'm going to go ahead and dehydrate. I can use the peel, grind it up. Okay, let's do another one. Set those aside a minute. If you've never had dehydrated oranges, they're perfect for putting in, like, if you like tea, hot teas. You can take a dehydrated orange and just put it in your tea and let it steep. It is so good. Okay. I'm not sure how many I can get out of, how many trays I'll get. Okay. I'll do one more. And try to keep them, you know, the same size. You don't have to be perfect, but just like when I did the lemons and the limes. Okay. Okay. Let me get the rest of them cut up, and I will bring you back and show you when I got them on the tray. Okay, there's one full tray. They're so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to see how many more trays I can get, and I will bring you back once I have them in the dehydrator. Okay, I've got 6 trays. I ended up doing some lemons too, because I didn't want them to go bad. And you can always, if you don't want to put them in your tea or anything, you can always put them in a pot and simmer on the stove with other ingredients for fragrance for your house. There's all kinds of ways you can use these dehydrated fruits. So the oranges. And then the very last tray is all the odds and ends. I didn't want to throw them out, so I thought I'd dehydrate those too. And then, like I said, you can throw them in a pot with a little bit of cinnamon and vanilla extract and make your house smell wonderful for the holidays. So anyway, so I got the temperature set on, this is an Excalibur 9-tray unit. And I got it set on 125 degrees for the temperature. And I'm going to let it go for about 10 hours, and then we'll see how they're doing. But I will bring you back and show you the finished result and what I'm going to do with the orange slices anyway. So see you in a little while. Okay, my dehydrated oranges are all finished. They turned out beautiful. I let them go for about 15 hours at 125 degrees, and eventually they will turn dark, but that's okay. They're going to get eaten long before that. So anyway, so this is all the oranges. I got quite a few out of a bag of oranges, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those here in a second. Then these were the lemons and the limes. And they did get dark. That's just what happens. But they're still good to, you can, break them in half and put in to a cup of hot steaming tea and let it, steep a little bit. It's really, really good. Or you can make crafts with them. You can put them on wreaths or make potpourri, which I may do in the future by adding other dehydrated stuff. But that's the lemons and the limes. And then this little bowl was all the odds and ends that I cut off of the ends, the ends of the oranges and the limes and the lemons. And these I can put in my, like a simmer pot, and put some cinnamon sticks and maybe some, like vanilla extract or anything like that, and then just boil it on your stove. And if you're having like company over, it just smells really, really beautiful. So as soon as these oranges get cool, which should be not too long from now, I will bring you back and we're going to dip them in melted white chocolate. And then I'm going to seal the rest in jars for next week for what else I'm going to do with them. So I will bring you back just as soon as these are cool. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing with my dehydrated orange slices. So here's your slices. And then in this bowl I've melted some vanilla almond bark. You can use any kind of melting chocolate that you like. I happen to like the white chocolate. And then you're going to dip or pour, however you want to do it, half of the chocolate or the orange in the chocolate. And you're going to let it drip off a little bit. Okay, and you can leave it plain, just like that. And you want to let it, probably put it in the fridge. That's what I'm going to do, and let it set up a little bit. So that's one way. You can just do plain. Or you can put stuff on it, which is really good. And it looks really pretty too, especially for the holidays. So you let some of the chocolate come off. Okay, because you don't want it too thick on there. Put this bowl over here, and then I bought these little nonpareils, little sprinkles, and you don't have to sprinkle them on the bottom, but you sprinkle those on there. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and you're gonna let that sit up, and believe me, these taste wonderful. You would think that the peeling would be bitter, but it's really good. Okay, get the other side done. Some of the chocolate off. All right. Now this next one, I've got just some like crunched up nuts. There's some almonds in here, and there's some pecans. And they're kind of chunky, but that's okay. And so you can dip them in nuts. Or any kind of sprinkle or anything that you want, you could dip them in. Okay, so we'll do one more. One more. But these, I made these last year, and they were really a big hit. They're delicious. And these were really sweet oranges to begin with, so I think that kind of makes a difference. Let's do another sprinkle one. It's just really pretty. We'll do the bottom on this one. All right, there you go. Get this out of the way. So there you go, your dehydrated oranges, all done up pretty for the holidays. And once the chocolate sets up, you can package them up in bags, or you can put them in a little candy box or with a pretty ribbon. They're very, very, and they'll stay at room temperature for quite a while without, getting too soft. So, okay, I'll bring you back here in a minute. I'm going to clean this up, and then I'm going to show you how I'm sealing them up in the jars. Okay, while the chocolate ones are setting up in the refrigerator, I'm going to show you how I seal them in my jars until I'm getting ready to frost the rest, or coat the rest. Just put them in mason jars. And this make a nice gift just by itself, just presenting them with this to use, like I said, in their teas or craft projects or however they want to do it. Let's see how many I can get in there without crunching them up. Alrighty then. And then I just take a regular canning seal and wipe off the rim a little bit. Put that on there. And then this is the mason jar sealer that I got off of Amazon. I'll try to find the link to it and leave it down below, but I've had it for a while. So, and you snap that on, and then my sealer meal, you just hook up the hose to it. Put you up just a little bit. Here we go. And you close it, and then there's a canister section on here, and it will suck all the air out. And sometimes you can hear the seal pop, just like when you're canning. I hope you heard that. Okay, then you take this off. Pull this off and make sure it's sealed. It's sealed just like a canning procedure. And there you go. Okay, let's do another one. I think I might have to get another jar because I think I might have more than I thought. Get that down there. More over here. Yep, I think I might have enough for one more jar. This is only temporary because I'm going to end up coating them with chocolate anyway, so this will keep them fresh and crisp until I get to that part. Okay. Takes a few seconds. Yep, there goes the pop. All right, pull this off. Test it, make sure it's sealed, and it is. And you don't have to put these on, but I do. Okay, there's another jar. And this is the jar of the lemons and the limes that I put in there. And then the other ones, the odds and ends, I'm just going to go ahead and put them in a pot and simmer, and simmer them out and see how they turn out. But so I got a little bit more left, and I'll put those in a jar, and I'll bring you back with the finished results. Okay, here's all my finished jars. They look so pretty. I just love it. That's all the odds and ends. And then here's the little finished orange slices. The one with the nuts, the sprinkles, and just plain by itself. Now, I've never tried chocolate candy, melted candy, but it's probably it probably tastes wonderful. The dark chocolate especially. But I hope you enjoyed this video and give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and have a lot of fun trying these. If you have a dehydrator, try it and see how you like it. It's really fun to do. And I have more dehydrating videos coming up and baking, and of course next week will be close to Christmas, so I'm not sure how many videos I'll have next week, but we'll see how it goes. But I appreciate y'all, and Merry Christmas.